period. All I can say to him, and I would have said it to him if we were still in the house, all I can say, if I were in your position, I would take with myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised. Yes. Jamaica's iconic global track superstar, the Honorable Usain Bolt, and many other innocent investors were carried down in the scandalous SSL fiasco. And we can't hear anything about charges being brought against the culprits. I have been told that the DPP's office is dragging their feet when there are a number of people that the Financial Investigations Division are seeking to bring charges against. In fact, in August last year, the Gleaner carried a report that from the FID that there were several persons that they were intending to move against with charges. That report is no longer on the Gleaner website, but I'm told that the DPP's office is dragging their feet on this. The Kroll forensic report, which has cost taxpayers millions of dollars, was delivered to the government months ago. It must be released to the public so we can see what the findings are. Jamaica will not accept
Jamaica will not accept any more corrupted politician. Never ever. We open our eyes to every single thing we are going right now, and everything with them say out of their mouth, we open our eyes to it. Now people, something go on yesterday. I don't know what go on, but everybody here they say first in history, them see something like that where the opposition making a presentation and the government, the leader, just get up and walk out because them step on them can. Now people, inside this video, I am gonna bring you some mixture where the Jamaican Labour Party and Holness them are trying to defend what them do. Them are trying to defend, say yo, and the right thing them do when them walk out. But guess what? Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first in every and any situation. Just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot to come up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none of this. So subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Also, leave a like on this video, give it a thumbs up. We have a ton load of topic coming up inside this video, so we soon come. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember, give it a thumbs up. Also, if it's a new viewers first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. And guess what people? Remember, we are almost at 90,000 subscribers. So guess what? Share the content if you're subscribed already. Share it with a friends, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media page. Please and thanks. And if you're not subscribed yet, now is the right time for you to subscribe. Whenever you hear about Wrong and Strong, yeah. So the one name Wrong and Strong. The JLP them, the Jamaican Labour Party, them wrong. Them get up and walk out of Parliament while Mark Golding and make them presentation. Them get up and them walk out. But now, they want to blame Mark Golding for everything that happened. Now, people, check out what Babsy Granger had to say. I thought they would try to correct themselves and try to even apologize to the people of Jamaica. But it named Wrong and Strong. So check out this, people.
As acting House Leader and the Minister responsible for gender, I strongly object to the statement in the House of Representatives today by the Leader of the Opposition, in which he questions the election of the Honourable Speaker on the basis that she is a spouse of the head of government. The Leader of the Opposition has questioned a legitimate election of the Speaker that was undertaken by the entire House, not by some members of the House. By his statement, the leader of the opposition has brought the House into disrepute. The standing orders provide the qualification and process for a member of Parliament to be elected to the office of the Speaker. It outlines that a member has to be willing to serve in the role and must not be a minister or a parliamentary secretary. When the chair became vacant, in keeping with the standing orders, the member for St. Andrew East Rural was proposed by the member for St. Andrew North Eastern and seconded by the member for Kingston East and Port Royal. There was no objection. No other person was proposed, and the member from St. Andrew East Rural, the Most Honourable Juliet Holness, was duly elected Speaker on September the 23rd, 2023. There was absolutely no objection to the Speaker's election. So it is disturbing and hypocritical that after more than 5 months after her election, that the leader of the opposition should so spectacularly question the election of this eminently qualified woman. Like all members of the House who are not ministers or parliamentary secretaries, she has the right to be considered for the post of Speaker. The two-term member of Parliament, who also served as Deputy Speaker, was elected to the Speaker's chair on merit, not because of her spouse. It is wrong, and it harks back to a bygone age before women's empowerment to say that she or any woman should be disqualified for any post because of the job of her spouse. The Speaker was duly elected by the House and is a competent and capable Speaker. I strongly object to the position that the Leader of Opposition has taken.
Babsy Grange, I feel like I say, you and the JLP are a bigger hypocrite. You and the JLP are a bigger hypocrite. You and Holness, Everall Warmington and the whole of you is a bunch of hypocrite. Because Mark Golding attack the truth. There should be no way Juliet Holness be the Speaker of House. And she is the wife of the Prime Minister. There should be no way on earth that happen. How did that happen? How did Jamaican give that a chance to even take place? There should be no way at all Andrew I lead the country while he's under investigation for fraud. There should be no way. There should be no way Juliet Holness be Speaker of the House when she's under investigation for fraud. There should be no way, people. How that happen? Let me know. But before me talk the rest, check out this audio from Tom Tavares. I'll be wrong and strong as well. Check it out, people.
In politics, as in life, there has to be a baseline that you do not cross. A minimum standard of ethics, respect, decency, and honor. Today, the leader of the opposition sank below that line, demonstrating that he will say and do anything to distract the public, the people of Jamaica, from the true issue at hand, which is to articulate, to lay before the people of Jamaica a clear vision supported by a definite plan for the betterment of this Jamaica land we love. Golding has repeatedly taken to personal attacks instead of advancing real and practical ways to move the country forward. Today, Mark Golding had an opportunity to tell Jamaica how he would fund public statements and proposals that he has repeatedly made about the economic future of Jamaicans. Having created this anticipation and being unable to meet the expectation of the Jamaican people, his strategy at what was almost the very end of his speech was to attack the Speaker of the House of Representatives, to attack the Speaker of the Honourable House of Representatives in the person of Juliet Holness, Member of Parliament, who was nominated, unopposed and seconded by the opposition in her ascension to the role of Speaker. Mark Golding has repeatedly demonstrated that he will say anything for political gain. He has flip-flopped on a number of issues when they no longer suit his political agenda and his blind pursuit for power to which he feels entitled without working for it. We saw this when his party supported what was accepted to be the vexed issue of public sector wage increases to include that of parliamentarians. And we saw it again today when his party supported Juliet Holness for the position of Speaker, only to withdraw that support when it no longer suited him. The Prime Minister has dedicated his life to the service of the Jamaican people. He has endured countless attacks on his character, to which he has never really responded, as he remains focused on delivering a better way of life for his country that he clearly loves so dearly. Juliet Holness joined him in politics and public service out of a sense of duty to our country and has given her heart and soul to the people of Jamaica. We are disappointed that Mark Golding would use her to score cheap political points. Today, the attack on the House Speaker demonstrates a breach of every convention in the Commonwealth, every convention in our parliamentary system that governs how the office of the Speaker is to be respected and approached by members of Parliament. And further, it does not align to the spirit of us supporting our women when they, on their own merit, rise to position of influence in the society. Jamaica deserves an opposition with some semblance of honor and whose word means something. Mark Golding has shown us today that he has neither honor or plans for this Jamaica.
Tavari, you want to call Mark Golding man without honor, but you are a man without respect. Because nobody no respect you. Because of what you have done to Vybz Kartel, Jamaican people not like you again. Remember, wrong and strong. Wrong and strong. So because you no wrong, you no disrespect Mark Golding for what? Because you no feel like say Mark Golding is a walkover. Mark Golding is not a walkover. See Mark Golding make you hold on and get up and run out of parliament. Uno did feel like say Mark Golding was a boxer round. But him surprise all of uno. Georgia, yo, people. No, big one thing. Mark Golding really surprised them, you know. And not just them, because Mark Golding surprised a lot of other people. Well, him not surprised me because, as me tell you before, Mark Golding is not who you think he is. Mark Golding is an honest man, a rough man. We're not afraid to stand up to Andrew Wallace and the Labour right them. Trust me. You notice every single thing them do Mark Golding draw for him book and him explain to the people and make the people understand. Say, yo, these people are not for you. They are robbing you. Look at the tax. But before we go to the tax, people, let me check out one more interview from one more Labourite that claim to say they want to attack Mark Golding. Check this one.
We believe that the attack on the Speaker of the House, Mrs. Holness, was highly inappropriate. Mrs. Holness is a member of Parliament in her own right. Her nomination was seconded by the Leader of Opposition Business in the House, Philip Paulwell, and no member of the opposition voted against her nomination, which means they supported it. So for the Leader of the Opposition to now, in his budget presentation, speak so inappropriately about the Speaker of the House, raising negative specters over her reputation and her management of the House, we consider that to be very low and very desperate. And the government side has taken its stance that we will not stand for that sort of behavior, that sort of disrespect, and that sort of desperate politics.
Down to you now, Robert Nesta Morgan. You fi resign. All you fi resign. You don't deserve to sit down in Parliament because you is nothing but a empty shell. So I would tell you to resign because you're a part of the corruption. You can't walk in a Mark Golding shoes, no day. You, Tom Tavari, none of you cannot walk in a Mark Golding shoes because Mark Golding do not and will not support corruption. But all I know is a bunch of corruption that attack the poor people of Jamaica. Uno suffer down the poor people of Jamaica. Uno hold on pan we uno have we as hostage. And we need to get away from uno. We need to get away. Uno leg off our foot, leg off our hand, leg off our shot. Let we go. We want to get you out of uno bandage. Uno have we and rob we and tell lie about uno and rob we. Uno is a wicked set of people. Especially one of them call him Nigel Clal or Nigel Clal. That little liar one they were wearing your glass. He man lie, man, lie, man, lie, man, lie, man, lie, man, lie. The man saying that there is no new taxes, and when Mark Golding don't tell me to backside, it better if we win to take tax. When Mark Golding don't break it down to we, it would have much better off if that criminal did not take tax. It would have better because he may take even more than if he take. Even more than if he take. But we give them a privilege to do we that because we the people of Jamaica need to stand up on our foot. Stand up for our right. These people are wrong and strong. We need to stand up for our right. And stop make these politicians use we. Take we feed that. Then throw we off. Suck out we two eye them. Wrong and strong. Now, me I go play about this video. Where Mark Golding explain about the tax business people. So check this out right now. And remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. And turn on the post notification bell for new content. And let me know what your thought and what all of these people have to say about Mark Golding. When they cannot walk in a Mark Golding shoes. Because their foot them too dirty and their foot big. Yeah? Their foot dirty and their foot big. And they more dirty too. So, them can't walk in a Mark Golding shoes. Mark Golding a man with dignity. Yeah. So, them not no dignity. So, them can't go along. Rob them and rob poor people. On a leg off a we. Let we go. But people stay the thought on that down below in the comment section. Let me play this audio for you.
So, Madam Speaker, thank you for that. Thank you, colleagues. As I was saying, over the last 4 years, $419 billion of additional taxes have been taken from the Jamaican people. That is an increase of 66%, which is way more, in fact, more than double the accumulated inflation over those 4 years. Over those 4 years, 31% was the accumulated inflation. The tax has gone up by 66%, tax collected. And looking at tax collection on a per capita basis, in other words, looking at tax collection from the perspective of each Jamaican, since this JLP government came to office, they have more than doubled the annual tax take from every man, woman, and child in Jamaica, increasing it by a massive $190,000 per person. And it now totals $342,000 per person at the time of this current budget. They've more than doubled the taxes they're taking from the people. So much for this no new taxes, Sankey. It is irrelevant. No new tax types, but much, much more taxes. 28% of GDP in taxes relative to 24 back in 2015-16. And as the recent election shows, who feels it knows it. Madam Speaker, Jamaica really needs honest governance. And that is why we are on the road to change. Madam Speaker, the minister says he's going to take away the protection that our farmers have enjoyed by removing GCT from the importation of raw produce. He says that Jamaica is on the cusp of being blacklisted by the World Trade Organization, the WTO, if we continue to protect our farmers. Well, based on our research, the WTO does not blacklist or unilaterally punish member states for non-compliance. Instead, an aggrieved member state must first enter into consultations with a non-compliant member state to seek changes on the particular measure that they are complaining of, or to win concessions before requesting the establishment of a panel to settle the dispute. The panel will thereafter issue a report, which can subsequently be appealed before the WTO's appellate body. The minister really therefore needs to state whose bidding he's doing by removing this GCT that was in place to protect our farmers. In recent years, the tensions in US-China relations, the Russia-EU sanctions resulting from the war in Ukraine, and so on, have adversely affected the workings of the WTO. For some time now, the WTO has not had a functioning dispute settlement mechanism since the US decided not to appoint members to the appellate body. And furthermore, the recently concluded MC13 meeting of trade ministers in Abu Dhabi, a number of critical issues were left unresolved. Reforms in the dispute settlement mechanism and so on, including subsidies in agriculture and fisheries by developed nations, and other long outstanding issues for the benefit of small and vulnerable economies like Jamaica. In this context, we must question why the minister finds it necessary to proceed down this path instead of entering into negotiations with whichever party is agreed, we don't know who it is, as provided for under the WTO rules. The minister was also vague on the scope of this announced measure. What exactly are the imported raw food items for which GCT will be removed? I note that under the GCT Act, 3rd Schedule, Part 1, Paragraph 6, the category of raw foodstuff is extremely wide and specifically includes fresh fruit, vegetables, ground provisions, legumes, onions, garlic, meat, which is a very wide category, poultry, and fish.